The battle between PlayStation and Xbox continues as Jim Ryan fires back at Phil Spencer. All right, guys, before we get into this, I have 4 months to hit my goal of 10,000 subscribers. I see a lot of you are new to this channel. If you are, please consider hitting that subscribe button if you enjoy this video. The last couple of months have been very, very interesting when it comes to the Xbox acquisition of Activision Blizzard, where there is a lot more stuff that is coming out publicly, seeing the battle between PlayStation and Xbox to try to get this deal through on one side from Xbox and then trying to stop this deal on the other side from Sony and from PlayStation. As we know, up to this point, what has happened is Sony and PlayStation, they are the ones that have been answering questions from these regulators, from these competition authorities about their thoughts on the Activision Blizzard acquisition, pretty much saying that they don't want this deal to go through. They think it's going to be anti-competitive. They think that if it does go through, it will significantly hurt the business. It will significantly hurt them. And there is absolutely no way that they are going to be able to compete with a game like Call of Duty. We first saw this with the Brazilian authority, and then we saw this with the CMA, where they came out and pretty much said they have to get more information about this deal because they want to see how this is going to affect PlayStation. And then we saw Phil Spencer put out an entire blog post pretty much reiterating that, hey, we are going to still put these games onto other platforms, still put them onto PlayStation. And when they are part of Xbox, people are going to have access to play these games in many different ways on various different platforms, through the cloud, on your mobile phone, on your PC, on your Xbox, just through an internet browser, all of that type of stuff. We know how the Xbox ecosystem works. We know that it gives access to the most amount of gamers compared to other ecosystems like PlayStation's, which is a very closed ecosystem, really pushing console exclusivity, although they are changing on that front because they know they have to be able to compete. And if they don't change their strategy, they won't be competing with Xbox and Microsoft many years down the road. But now we have Jim Ryan, Jimbo, Big Jim, whatever you want to call him, responding to Phil Spencer, responding to the thoughts that, hey, we have an adequate deal with PlayStation, with Call of Duty, and that we are telling them we're going to keep Call of Duty on their platform for years to come. And here is what he says. Microsoft has only offered for Call of Duty to remain on PlayStation for 3 years after the current agreement between Activision and Sony ends. After almost 20 years of Call of Duty on PlayStation, their proposal was inadequate on many levels and failed to take account of the impact on our gamers. We want to guarantee PlayStation gamers continue to have the highest quality Call of Duty experience, and Microsoft's proposal undermines this principle. So this is just wild. This is absolutely wild to me, reading through what Jim Ryan is saying, and the fact that he really has the audacity to come out here and think that it's Microsoft and Xbox's job to guarantee that PlayStation gamers are taken care of. Yes, I understand Xbox has come out and they have preached the open ecosystem to get games to as many people as possible, which they continue to do and will continue to do going forward. But PlayStation is the company that really does not want to play ball and haven't wanted to play ball for many, many years. You think back to Epic versus Apple, the documents that came out on crossplay, how against it PlayStation was. All of these things continue to add up on PlayStation's side of being anti-consumer and trying to do whatever they can to make sure that really only PlayStation prospers and that people on other platforms don't get access to certain games, don't get access to certain content. So for him saying this here, it's actually quite hilarious that he can put this out there and have complete confidence that people are going to think that, hey, he is standing up for the industry, standing up for gamers. And it's getting pretty combative if you think about the back and forth that has been going on. And you have Jim Ryan coming out here and saying, I hadn't intended to comment on what I understood to be a private business discussion, but I feel the need to set the record straight because Phil Spencer brought this into the public forum. So he's essentially going off there and calling out Phil Spencer for the battle right now that is going on publicly where everybody is seeing what's going on. Sony's trying to block this deal. Xbox is trying to push it through. And Sony and PlayStation are going to be doing everything in their power between now and whenever the final decision is made on the Activision Blizzard acquisition to stop this deal from going through. Now we know Xbox, they've already said several more years of Call of Duty are going to be on PlayStation, but according to Jim Ryan, that is only 3 years. So after Sony's Call of Duty marketing deal ends, it seems like Call of Duty, from what he understands, is no longer going to be on PlayStation or won't be on par. What I think is going to happen is that Call of Duty is going to be on both platforms, because I still don't see why they would take it off of PlayStation. There's just way too much money in that. But there is going to be just a massive incentive to get gamers over to Xbox and to Xbox Game Pass to play Call of Duty, and to sign up for Game Pass to get things like perks, to get skins, to get content, to get extra unlockables. Things like that will bring people over to the Xbox ecosystem through Xbox Game Pass to play Call of Duty after this marketing deal ends. But you can see why Sony is shitting their pants right now. They really are. I mean, Jim Ryan knows that once this goes through and once the marketing rights and marketing deal ends with Call of Duty, Xbox essentially probably could just end that marketing deal and just pay whatever legal costs it would take to end it right after the deal goes through. But you can see why they're shitting the pants. It says here from Daniel Mod, fun fact, Sony was Activision Blizzard's largest customer in 2020, accounting for 17% of its sales, or 1.37 billion. Microsoft was Activision Blizzard's fourth largest customer in 2020, behind Apple and Google, accounting for 11% of its sales, or 890 million. And we knew this. We knew that Activision Blizzard Call of Duty was PlayStation's biggest moneymaker. People love to throw out console exclusives. This is why people buy PlayStation. It is not why people buy PlayStation. A small finite percentage of people buy PlayStation to play the exclusives. The majority of people buy PlayStation to play third-party games, because maybe that's the platform they've been playing on for their entire lives. They enjoy the ecosystem, their friends are on it. All of those reasons is the majority reason why people buy PlayStation, and they're going to be losing a ton of money once this deal goes through, when people are, instead of buying PlayStation to play Call of Duty, buy Xbox, because there will be a significant amount of people that decide to go to the Game Pass route, decide to just go and play Xbox because they will have the marketing rights, and people will think Call of Duty and think Xbox once the Activision Blizzard is a part of Xbox. But at the end of the day, I mean, this is getting really, really interesting just from a gamer's perspective to look at how these two companies operate, where Jim Ryan just blatantly comes out here and calls out Xbox and Phil Spencer for essentially thinking they are going to do stuff that PlayStation has continuously done years after years after years. And you think about right now a game like Final Fantasy VII Remake that still isn't on Xbox. Final Fantasy 16 isn't coming to Xbox. All of these deals that significantly hold games away from gamers. At the end of the day, if Xbox after 3 years decides to not put Call of Duty on PlayStation again, for the industry, for gamers, it's way better that Xbox got Activision Blizzard than PlayStation, because you still at least get to play Call of Duty on multiple devices, rather than potentially, if Sony were to acquire Activision Blizzard, if Sony were to exclusively acquire Call of Duty, it most likely would have been strictly locked to the PlayStation console. But that's it for me, guys. Let me know your thoughts on this. What do you think about what Jim Ryan said? What do you think about what is going on here and the battle right now between Jim Ryan and Phil Spencer? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you're new here and you liked what you saw, consider hitting that subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video.
Bye.